Almost immediately after Michael moved in, the Tuohys presented him with what he understood to be legal papers that were a necessary step in the adoption process. Michael trusted the Tuohys and signed where they told him to sign. What he signed, however, and unknown to Michael until February of 2023, were not adoption papers or the equivalent of adoption papers. Instead, it was the petition for appointment of conservators, which was filed in this cause on August 9th, 2004 by Deborah Brannon, attorney of record in this matter, and he had no attorney, no guardian ad litem for himself. Why was that? At no point did the Tuohys inform Michael that they would have ultimate control of all of his contracts. And as a result, Michael did not understand that if the conservatorship was granted, he was signing away his rights to contract for himself. Why is this making me emotional? Michael was falsely advised by the Tuohys that because he was over the age of 18, that the legal action to adopt Michael would have to be called a conservatorship. But it was, for all intents and purposes, an adoption. If true, this is wicked. This is you. Anyone out there who's ever been a foster kid, this would probably affect you too. This is so messed up.
It's one that, quite frankly, is infuriating, and we'll talk about why, because it is. It's really going to be infuriating. And
you're going to find the things alleged in this filing stunning. You're going to be mad. Just be prepared. You're going to be mad about this one. I was going through this going, you've got to be kidding me. This one's going to piss you off.
Sandra Bullock finds herself grappling with a heavy heart in light of recent claims that her iconic role in the Oscar-winning film The Blind Side might have been built upon a foundation of deceit. The shocking revelation emerged when retired NFL star Michael Oher, the real-life inspiration behind the film, filed a lawsuit on Monday. Oher's legal action alleges that his adoptive parents, Sean and Leigh Anne Tuohy, cunningly deceived him, retaining the profits generated from the 2009 movie adaptation of his life story. At the heart of the controversy lies a document signed by Oher, purportedly at the behest of the Tuohy family. This document designated them as conservators rather than his adoptive parents, effectively positioning them to benefit from his life story's commercial success. An insider with close ties to Bullock has shared with DailyMail.com the actress's profound dismay at the situation. The source disclosed, she hates that such a wonderful story, a spectacular movie, and a spectacular time in her life now has been tainted. The source articulated Bullock's frustration. There was so much hard work put into the film that they all thought was the truth, and now that has been questioned. It just upset Sandra to no end that a time in her life that was so special is now shadowed with a completely different perspective. The timing of this revelation compounds Bullock's emotional distress. Recently, she suffered the loss of her partner, Brian Randall, who succumbed to ALS at the age of 57. The source continued, Sandra is putting up a strong face and a strong front, as it has been a rough patch for her emotionally with the loss of Brian. And now she is heartbroken in a different way with all the fallout from the Michael Oher news. She is figuring out how to move forward from it all. It is just going to take a little bit, but emotions are very high right now for Sandra, and she is looking forward to better days ahead. In the midst of the turmoil, some people have taken to social media to suggest that Sandra Bullock should relinquish her Best Actress Oscar. Those defending Bullock say that she earned her Oscar and emphasize that the unfolding situation was beyond her knowledge or control. Quentin Aaron, the actor who portrayed Michael Oher in The Blind Side, has also spoken out against the calls for Bullock to be stripped of her awards.
You know, we live in a society today where people are so hell-bent on pointing blame on people, and to make a statement like that doesn't make any sense. Sandra Bullock didn't have anything to do with the real story that we're reading, you know, as of right now, how, you know, that's like if to say that she slapped Leigh Anne, so she should give her Oscar back. You know, no pun intended to the Oscar thing that happened. I'm just using that as a pun, but like, I think people just need to chill out, relax, and let the families involved handle whatever's going on, and just, I guess, enjoy the show because it's out there for everyone to see. But saying stuff like she need to relinquish her title doesn't make any sense, you know. So she gave a brilliant performance, you know, and that shouldn't be tarnished for, you know, something that had nothing to do with her.
The individuals implicated in Oher's legal case have also responded. The Tuohy's attorney released a statement saying that the family is heartbroken over these events, calling the claims outlandish. A surprising perspective arises from Sean S.J. Tuohy Jr., Oher's adopted brother. S.J. counters the notion of blindsiding, asserting that Oher was privy to the legal petition's existence 2 years prior. S.J., who currently works in college football at UFC, claims that Oher demanded money via text messages, or else he would publicly unveil the allegations. The intricate legal maneuver that facilitated the Tuohy's family control over Oher's business interests occurred in 2004, when Oher was just 18. ESPN broke the news about Oher's 14-page petition filed in Shelby County, Tennessee, which challenges the central premise of the movie and alleges exploitation by the Tuohy family for financial gain. Oher himself expressed his disheartenment with the situation, stating, "This is a difficult situation for me and my family. I want to ask everyone to please respect our privacy at this time. For now, I will let the lawsuit speak for itself and will offer no further comment." Speaking to the Memphian, Sean Tuohy shed light on the origins of the conservatorship, crafted years ago to secure Michael Oher's eligibility to play football at the University of Mississippi. Dismissing notions of profiting extensively from the movie, Tuohy clarifies the intention behind the conservatorship. The Blind Side, a best-selling Michael Lewis book that evolved into an Oscar-winning film with $309 million in box office earnings, is at the heart of Oher's allegations. The conservatorship allegedly paved the way for the Tuohy family, including their children, to secure royalties. This arrangement included $225,000 each for the family members and a 2.5% share of the defined net proceeds, not the gross proceeds. Oher claims he received no compensation for the motion picture that chronicled his remarkable journey from homelessness to NFL draft pick. Similarly, a deal with 20th Century Fox relinquished his life rights without any compensation. In ESPN-obtained legal documents, Oher asserts that the falsehood of his adoption enriched Leigh Anne Tuohy and Sean Tuohy at his expense. He discovered this unsettling truth in February 2023, realizing that the conservatorship he consented to failed to establish the familial connection he believed existed. Seeking resolution, Oher calls for the end of the conservatorship and an injunction preventing the use of his name and likeness. He also aims to uncover the full extent of the financial gains reaped by the Tuohy family due to him. The former NFL player recalled the genesis of the conservatorship in his 2011 bestseller, I Beat the Odds, explaining its parallels with adoptive parents. Oher's upbringing was marked by foster homes and struggles due to his mother's addiction. A pivotal moment occurred when he joined the private Briarcrest Christian School, where his potential caught the attention of the football coach. The Tuohy family, owners of a fast food franchise, entered Oher's life through their children who attended the same school. What do you think about Michael Oher's claims that he thought he was adopted and not in a conservatorship? Does it shock you to learn that he is legally under conservatorship and unable to enter into contracts? Let us know in the comment section below. And subscribe to Pop Culture HQ for more updates on celebrities in Hollywood.